Today, I'm going to be taking you through one of the exciting recent developments at BidScript, at-source verification. Verification across the entirety of our platform and all of its generative and AI-related functionality. And we're starting today within the questions environment. This is verifying extracted questions from dense tender documentation to ensure compliance from the get-go. Now, we start within the project sub. And if we go to our project, we can see in the Files tab, we have an array of documents already uploaded: tender documents, market engagement materials, transcripts, strategy and positioning docs, even an RFP. Now, to extract those questions, we have to go to the Questions tab. We click Extract, and here we work with BIDI in order to extract the questions that exist within the files that we've uploaded. So if we send a prompt here to BIDI, BIDI will go off. It will start to summarize the documents in the Files tab, the contents of those documents. It will start to identify any questions that we may need to answer, and then it will classify those questions against the prompt that we've instructed BIDI with. Now, we've all dealt with some messy tender documents before. I'm sure all of you have dealt with Excel documents where there are multiple files or multiple tabs within a single file, and in each tab, 25 plus questions. We've all dealt with Word documents that are 100 pages in length, and your social value questions are buried deep within Appendix K. It's quite farcical, some of the structures that we have to deal with. And when it comes to modern day systems, it's super important to verify the material that's been extracted. As you can see here in question 1, we have such an immense amount of detail listed as bullet points. Now, it is a real risk in AI systems that detail is condensed, summarized into a shorter, abbreviated question. That's really dangerous from a compliance perspective, and makes a bid writer's life more challenging, right? Because this gives a lot of information that the client is looking for. So whilst BIDI goes through and extracts these questions, you can see it's extracted 12 questions from our first document, right? And it is currently going through the RFP as we speak. Now, you can see that we have the identifiers in the left-hand column. We have the different sheets and the questions within those sheets. So I can see sheet A questions. I can see sheet C questions. I can see sheet A and sheet C questions together, right? So already our question environment is being configured by BIDI. Now, what happens when we actually want to see where one of these questions exists within the original document? You can see on the far right-hand side, we have a View References button. Now, this View References button will allow us to open up the question where it natively exists within the document that we've uploaded. So you can see we've asked to see B1, and what BidScript has done has opened the Excel tab on B1 and highlighted the specific question that we need to see. Now, we can jump between questions as well. So if we want to see this question, we can go and see A2, and it highlights that question where it exists natively within the document. So this is that at-source verification. Now, this is super exciting for a lot of clear and obvious reasons. We all know that we can encounter some pretty tough and challenging structures when it comes to tender documents issued by the client. You may say to me, Henry, that the Excel document that you just opened was actually fairly easy, only 12 questions, quite a clear tabular structure. Now let's pave our attention over to this question document. You can see 252 questions, an array of different tabs with differing volumes of questions within each tab. We can go all the way down to, I don't know, let's stop here, question 78, and we can go and view the reference directly for question 78 where it exists within that dense Excel documentation. So we can see here, question 78 is highlighted. The cell is highlighted on row 33, and we have verified that question where it exists at source.